I think we got a problem, man.
So, hello and welcome back to the journey down chapter 1, the part where we have to straighten out the winch handle. Now to do that we need to get up there, but we can't. And the reason why I know that we need to get up there is that I already recorded this part today. The problem is that I didn't notice that about halfway through
Hey, how you coming along?
the
Listen, kid,
um
I've gotta
the
have these
recording went
plates
dark.
welded by the
So,
morning
you
or
know,
I'm losing my
you
job.
try.
And I'm
So the welder
exhausted
woman
enough
is
as
now
it
taking a
is.
break. She needs to get those
Hey,
plates welded or she'll
how
lose
about
her
you give
job.
me...
But
It's empty.
we need to get her some
Oh, don't
powerful
remind
juju
me.
coffee
I've got
so that
one...
she can, you know, get energized and do her job. She also has a maintenance access card that we can use to get through the elevator. So, in classic, you know, adventure game sort of thing, we need to find X to rub on Y so we get A to rub on B. You know, so, okay, we need coffee.
Looks like Makina's out of coffee.
Yeah, I'll put some more on if a customer asks for it.
What if I asked for it?
Nice try, Buana.
Okay, so customer needs to ask for the coffee, so...
Hey, how's the coffee?
Oh, it's awfully strong. Just the way I like it. There's nothing more pointless than diluted coffee.
Okay, so that man likes his coffee strong, so we need to dilute it somehow so he'll ask for a fresh pot. There's some sort of freakishly oily thing dripping, so we'll use the pipe. But we still need to turn it to the right facing, so we'll bump. And we have just poisoned the man. We are filthy murderers.
Hey, what happened to my coffee? It tastes like water. Hey, McKenna, could you put some more on, please? Make it me, okay?
Sure thing, sailor. Another
Sure
brew
thing.
on Mama McKenna's volcanic rock.
There is
coming
nothing
right
that
up.
man cannot jerk. Go on, Hermes, you can beat that mahogany god. I really do like this game has a lot of really nice design things. The sound is very nice. The music is freaking catchy
Go ahead,
as
Buana.
all
It'll
hell.
put some hair on your chest.
And I do like the character models as well. The character design is actually very nice. It's very appealing. The cutscenes also have a tremendous amount of charm to them, which is it's nice to have a point and click game where it feels like there's life in the world and it feels like, you know, there's actual stuff happening. You know, it makes the rub X on Y to get A for B
Guess what your best buddy Buana
kind
just
of
got
run
you?
around feel a lot less like a run around.
Happy praise.
Well, technically it's coffee, but you eat it with a spoon. We call it Makina's volcanic rock. It makes your belly button burn.
Hey, this is awful. But I think it's working. Hey, kid, thanks. I think maybe...
Hey, can I borrow your maintenance card?
Sure, kid. I guess I owe you one.
Yes, you do owe us one for getting you coffee, even though you did kind of, you know, repair our propeller earlier. But we tricked you into that, so that wasn't a favour.
That's our win. It's a
Ah, the wind chandal.
It's an Armando Railway maintenance card.
There are some dots there. And the dots give us the passcode for here. So it was a 3x3 grid with 7, 5, 2, 3, which is, you know, as far as these kinds of password, find the password kind of puzzles go, not that hard. And since you can see it on the inventory sprite as well, it's something that,
It's an Armando
you know,
railway
you are
maintenance
probably going to spot that you need to have a look at it, which is good. On the other hand, I can easily see myself not, you know, noticing it and just bumbling around for hours and hours going, I wonder where the thing is. A very nice saxophone. Do not cross track. Well, you know, I wouldn't cross the track under normal circumstances, but with these great big gaping holes, you know, it's not gonna happen.
It says our core mining breaks new ground.
Yeah, that's all over the news too. They're making some crazy discoveries down there in the underlay. Some funky renewable energy source that just keeps on giving. Man, are we lucky to have brave people like the Armando Mining Company getting their hands dirty down that process.
It says citizen safety first. Edge border
So
patrols
Underworld
to
is
start
also
next
where
week.
we're headed.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, isn't it? So much freaky stuff going on down there, man. We gotta build this huge fence around the edge and patrol it to protect us. I'm glad the government funds those things, though. I don't mean being locked up if it means I'm safe.
So they're building a fence around the edge.
What's
I
that,
don't
kid?
know what the edge is, as I suppose it might mean that
Busy man. Got
this is
big customer
a
going.
flat world. So
You have.
the edge is the edge of the world, of course. And Underworld is either Australia or just the underside of the disc.
So how's business?
This place is getting lonesome, man. Now the trains don't stop here any longer. Ain't nobody come to visit to buy my goods. I got some good goods, you know. Put the good in the goods. That's what I used to say.
Heh, sorry man, I got no reason to come up here. Me and Keto mostly hang around the charter these days. Easy living, you know, playing it cool in the day.
It's a mean place. Nothing for a cool cat as yourself, wanna?
I don't know, man. The city has its charms, but I've had my dose of it. Me and Keto grew up on those streets, you know? Doing the hustling, doing a lot of bad things.
That's so one. You don't strike me as no hoodlum. Who pulled you out of there?
A guy named Kaunan Dodo, the original owner of the charter. He busted us when we were breaking into his place down by the bay. We thought he was going to kick our faces in right there. Instead, he adopted us on the spot and helped us clean up our act. We owe a lot to old Kaunan Dodo, wherever he is.
Man, ain't that a great story? You should be on TV.
So how come the trains don't stop here no more?
Something about the Armando Power Company taking over and shutting things down. They own the Armando Railway Authority now too. You heard about that, right? It's all over the newspapers. I'm curious. I don't read this drivel I sell though. I've got TV.
What you selling, man?
Magazines and newspapers in all their shapes and sizes. It's all wonderful garbage though. You know that. Ranging from proof-flinging journalism to ultra-biased news updates. I'm just hopping it. Hoping some moron will buy a couple papers so I can close up and call it a day.
What? You gonna go home and watch TV?
Hey, how'd you guess?
You late?
Label
Okay,
don't
so-
stay frosty.
What we need to do is we need to use the train to straighten off the winch
But
handle.
no way I'm standing on the tracks.
The problem is that Rostahead here, bad with names, doesn't want to stand on the tracks, which, you know, fair enough. So we need to stop here and take off this plate. I think this might actually be like a maintenance panel.
Ah, that's it. The plate is unloose now.
I'm just gonna be very blunt about it. if I hadn't, I think I stopped the elevator at the wrong like, because you can kind of it actually moves, which is a very neat feature. So now I stopped it at slightly the wrong point to actually be able to properly see things, but luckily I remembered how many clicks it took. Also, the winch handle thing, I assumed that he just laid across the track, because if you do it like that, surely when the train comes along, it's just gonna fling the winch handle away from the track and somewhere, you know. A winching we will go. So now we've finally got the anchor up, which means yes, we're finally ready to get airborne.
I just got to get these last couple of bolts in place.
Keto looks like a Lego figure, in that his head looks like he might, you know, one of those Lego hats or Lego kind of like the hair thing is. Just plonk it on there.
They've caught up with us. We need to get airborne now.
Relax, lady. Whoever these guys are, they can't just barge in and... On second thought, let's get out of here!
Keto, get in here. We're taking off.
Hold on, I'm almost done. It's working.
Who was Keto shouting at? It's working, person off camera.
I'm not sure we shook them.
They're chasing us. We got to take off.
Here goes. We need more speed.
Do something, Juana.
With all that added weight and added power, surely the plane now makes a far better boat than it does an actual plane.
We are taking off.
Juana, we're flying.
We made it. You can stop screaming now.
Don't worry about him. He has a problem with heights, that's all.
You're a pilot and you're afraid of heights?
No worry, lady. I'm fine with them as long as I don't see them. See? A lot better. Let me sit like this for a while and I'll be fine. Tell me if I need to turn or something.
I can't believe it. My pilot is afraid of heights.
Yeah, but only slightly,
Gotta hand
and
it to
also
you
so
guys.
am I, so
You
you
did
know.
a good job.
Wanna
I
air.
will throw no
You'll never
stones.
find a safer way to fly.
I hope she is full to the brim with gas.
Of course, lady. Full to the brim with gas. Right, Keto?
Right, Buana. You mean you filled her up, right? I only checked for oil.
We might have a problem here.
Are you telling me you run a gas station for a living and you forgot to fill the plane with gas before we took off?
Yes.
Look at the gauge. It's full as bananas. Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, with the added weight and just like the bigger engines, they'd still go through the fuel a lot quicker than before. Well, that was strange. Okay, so that's the ending of chapter 1 of the journey down, and we are primed and ready to go into chapter 2 on Wednesday. Chapter 3 has been kickstarted and funded successfully, but there's I don't know if the release date has been announced, or what the situation is with the development. So there's going to be a bit of a break, like there's going to be possibly quite a big of a gap between chapter 2 and the eventual chapter 3. So we're just going to keep on keeping on in the meantime. But it's been a very interesting and very charming game. It has a lot of like very interesting things to it. Now, clearly I kind of overestimated the length of the game slightly. I meant to do 3 about 45-minute episodes, so clearly it would have been better to do about 30-minute episodes. The journey down makes use of the following libraries: Angel Script, Apparator, Freetime, Glue, GLFW, all those things. Oh, that's a nice thank you. The Free Sound Project. Huh, that appears to be something like it kind of, you know, I was afraid it nearly crashed during the ending cinematic, like right at the end. So that's kind of, it's not good. The first time it ran perfectly, so I think it might have just been something weird. Now, Sky Goblin, and I do quite like the. Oh, there's a behind the scenes bit. There's storyboards. Designing the journey down has taken years. Here are some of Theo's sketchbooks. So there's mapping out Chappie. Chapter 4. So that's Chapter 1 HD location doodles, Chapter 2 sketches, Chapter 3 thumbnails, and Chapter 4. So many of the characters are inspired by African masks. This is a Chokwe mask from Western Africa, who is clearly the protagonist as well. And this is, of course, this is Keto. Some sketches. Half ink, half digital. Seems to be a lot of this kind of the journey there inside the J and then down under it, and yeah, a lot of different logo iterations. So that's a very rough sketch, but it takes shape very nicely. And this is the puzzle for the switchboard. So they actually just designed it like that and cut it up into. Oh, that's very nice. Most in-game animations run at 15 frames per second. Room scripts. So that's David Dixon, who voices Keto, and Anthony Sardina, who voices Buana, who looks like Buana. And I assume Simon D'Souza is the man in charge of the absolutely wonderful music with his array of instruments. No. At the end there was some, you know, spoiler bits about what's going to happen in episode 2, which will be on Wednesday. However, for now, thank you for joining me. This has been The Journey Down, Chapter 1. Excellent game. Lot of interesting things about it. So, for now, goodbye.